Hey everyone, what's the good word? Well, I have another vinyl finds and one CD finds of all kinds. And I don't have much to say for an intro, so I'm just going to get right to it. All right, I'll save the CD for last. Only one. All right, now the first item I want to show you here is very interesting. It's very rare that I go out and I see an album that's not within my comfort zone and I say, this sounds a little interesting to me. I want to give it a shot. Well, this one, first of all, it's the allure of the female. I mean, what can I tell you? I love girl groups. I love female artists, and this here was very interesting looking to me. This was the Wild Angels, and the cover alone was fascinating to me. As you can see there, it says New York City Garage Groups of the Six. Oh, I'm sorry, New York Girl. I'm reading it backwards. New York Girl uh, Garage Groups of the '60s. And sure enough, you know, I read about it, and it was really cool. These girls are from Long Island, were from Long Island. This is the 1960s. And when I was at my local record store, I kind of listened to tracks from this, and I liked pretty much what I heard. So when I get down to my next first time spins video, whenever that may be, I will be featuring this at length. We have the Wild Angels, also a group called the Sassy Ones, and the Renaissance. These are all from 1966 and 1967. So some of it recorded in Hicksville, New York. And you have, I can't pronounce this, Joe Buser or Buser. I apologize if I can't get the name correct, but there he is over there. You can see the spelling Buser, who's producing. All right. When I made my vinyl purge video several videos ago, where I was going to get rid of unwanted vinyl, I came to one of my favorite artists of the 1970s, mainly Elton John, who I grew up with. And, I said, well, I really only need the greatest hits 1, 2, and 3 because I love the hits. I said, I don't think I need all his albums, even though I was starting to pick them up cheap. But what can I tell you? I guess I'm going to keep with Elton John for a while because I will get around to playing all his 1970s albums. I found these cheap. A few of these are $4. Some of them were $5. So for $4 or $5 in good shape, I went for it. And of course, I have "Don't Shoot Me, I'm Only the Piano Player," which I'm told is a really great album. Of course, I know a couple of hits on here like "Daniel," of course, and "Crocodile Rock." And I usually wait for albums in shrink wrap, really, sharp looking. But I don't really have to worry here. These are in great shape. The records are good. They were very cheap, so worth a listen. And of course, this also has the booklet attached to it, which I'll show you a little bit of it. Who can explain why we get interested in music that we do? I mean, from the period that I was growing up in 1970s, I mean, Elton was the guy. I mean, he was the man, So, definitely want to pursue more of his stuff. See if I find any gems along the way other than the hits, which of course I'm told are many. So we'll see. Following through with Elton John theme right now is, of course, the Captain Fantastic album. I had this in my collection before, but not now. So really nice work here. The gatefolds, the album covers. Inside we have the booklet with, I guess, lyrics, I'm guessing. All right. So also this collection of Elton John albums that must have come in to a store, and this was not my usual record store, these Elton John albums. But these albums that had come in all seem to have the original books, inner sleeves, whatever. This one here, Caribou. Try this one out. At some point, we'll get this going. Yep. All the inserts or whatnot, inner sleeves are here. Really good job on these records, by the way. They really, really do a good job. I love the artwork that comes with them. Really nice packaging for the money back in the day. And finally, for Elton John, I have Rock of the Westies, which I hear, it's not so great, but I do like the single Island Girl, so, this is all from the era that I grew up in and that I like, so why not give it a try? Really nice sleeves, and this one also contains lyrics sheet. All right, next up, different artists. Okay, I really like the voice and the power of Eric Burdon. So the Animals, I'm familiar with their hits that they've had, of course, but I'm thinking of starting an Animals collection. I don't know how far I'm going to go with Eric Burdon, because I want the early Animals stuff, the early, 60s stuff to start with. Well, I got this one, The Animals on Tour, which is not a live album, right? That happens a lot. I know there's an album called Herman's Hermits on Tour, which I love. It's their second album, The Herman's Hermits, and I like that one a lot. It's got good songs on it. Even the so-called non-hit songs are good on there. But anyway, the Herman's Hermits on Tour one does not have them live either. It's just the title, All right, a few more. This is an upgrade of a kind. Julian Lennon, the Volat album from 1984 in the shrink. It's very easy to find this album in the shrink wrap, I find, at least in my neck of the woods. I have one, I'm sure already. I think I have a sealed one, but I don't usually see it with the sticker there. Includes the hit singles Too Late for Goodbyes and Volat. So I decided that I would go and get it. Apologies if you hear the neighbor upstairs squeaking around, getting ready for the day. It's early in the morning here. Maybe you don't hear anything. I don't know. Let me know. And the train is coming too, so you get the train. You get stereo here. Maybe quad. If you could hear my girlfriend inside, making breakfast for herself, you might get quad or triplet. Anyway, A Flock of Seagulls, a few good songs back in the 80s. When I was in my club hopping days, go to the clubs, I danced on the floor to I Ran. I absolutely did. And it says it has I Ran. I like the sticker. That's really why I really went for this one. I think I may even have this without the sticker. I Ran, Space Age Love Song and Messages. All right. Last album up for this particular video. This is an upgrade again. I love their version of Sea of Love, the Honey Drippers. Robert Plant and company, and they do a real good version of Sea of Love, cover. I really like it. Okay, and that's it. Thank you for joining me. That's all she wrote. And you can go away now. You can go to work now, or school, or whatever. Cheers.